It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming!
Government concessions to SGU could mean medical students will complete their studies debt-free. Details to this story and more in the National Report. Government to recognize Devon Smith for contribution to cricket. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Friday, February 8th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. The government of Grenada plans to name a stand in the National Cricket Stadium in honor of cricketer Devon Smith. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell made the announcement as he delivered his address at the Independence Day Military Parade and Rally.
I take this opportunity to recognize a young man who is not only talented on the cricket field, but one who possesses the type of grit and determination that is deserving of recognition or emulation. Having made his international cricket debut in 2003, Devon Smith earned a recall to the West Indies team for the Test series against Sri Lanka last year. And just recently, at the West Indies senior level, he came close to a double century, scoring 199 in a match against Barbados. In recognition of Devon's remarkable efforts in regional and international cricket, the government have instructed the Ministry of Sports to name a stand in the cricket stadium in the honor of Devon Smith. We have Roy Lewis and Junior Murray already recognized. We trust that this will enable his legacy to live on.
Smith, a top-order left-handed batsman, made his international cricket debut with the West Indies team in 2003. He played for the Windward Islands several years prior to that. The Hermitage St. Patrick resident was recalled to the West Indies team for the Test series against Sri Lanka last year, and most recently, he played with the Windward Islands team in their match against the Barbados, scoring 199 runs. Two other stands are already named in honor of talented Grenadian cricketers: wicketkeeper Junior Murray, who was the first Grenadian to play cricket for the West Indies, and leg spinner Roy Lewis, who currently manages the West Indies senior team. Foreign Minister Peter David says Grenada's strong bilateral and multilateral relationships with friendly countries, as well as shared sacrifice, are helping the country to grow in a manner that benefits all Grenadians. Addressing visiting dignitaries who were in Grenada to celebrate the country's 45th anniversary of independence, Minister David said Grenada faced many difficulties and challenges over the past 4.5 decades, but is now strategically positioning the country to recover from potential setbacks.
We are excited and optimistic about the path that our country is on at this time. And although we continue to record significant economic gains through sustained growth, which in turn brings increased opportunities for our people, we are acutely aware that there is still much more to be done to satisfy our nation's expectant population's desire for a higher standard of living. This is why our government is committed to providing better health care, more opportunities for higher education and training, adequate housing, sound infrastructure, roads and bridges, sporting and cultural facilities, and other social amenities. Excellencies, without your support and cooperation as strong bilateral and multilateral partners, we could not have made such progress. For this, we are extremely grateful.
Minister David also promised that Grenada will not forsake its regional and international obligations while it focuses on its domestic development agenda and will continue within its capabilities to make a meaningful contribution to international discourse.
We continue to maintain our good image in the international community as we hold firm to the principles of non-interference and non-intervention in the affairs of states, respect for sovereignty, adherence to the rule of law, and respect for human rights and democracy. Indeed, let me assure you that Grenada's diplomacy is not being left behind as our country matures. We have deployed some of our best and brightest young people to represent us. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, under my leadership, will continue to provide strategic direction as we carve out a space to be more effective in the international arena.
Foreign Minister Peter David. This is the National Report. We'll have more news after the break.
Big business don't participate.
Welcome back. Bags, earrings, hats, home decor, leather accessories, local wine, ice cream, cake, and other delicacies were all on display at the 2019 Independence Made in Grenada Expo on Thursday. Through the Ministry of Trade, entrepreneurs were given an opportunity to showcase their local products to attract more markets. They were all very grateful for the forum to generate interest and revenue.
So far in terms of sales, it's a bit slow, but I think we've generated a lot of interest. Lots of persons have stopped by and they seem to love what we've put out here today. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the Ministry of Trade for creating this opportunity for us to be here today.
So far the market has been excellent. Actually I need many hands, I'm just one person, so it has been excellent so far. Very, very good. That's my 4th year and it has been good thus far. I expect that all my stuff go, every one of them.
This is one of our major events every year. So far the market is very good. We're in Andals, all the Andals. We're in Food Fair, Garnage, and in Grandance. We're in Andy's Soup Shop, and we're at SOG's Food. And we're expanding every day because we've just brought on stream our Carriacou brand. So we're expanding and we're doing very well.
The Ministry of Trade's Made in Grenada Expo records a slight increase in booth registration and participation for 2019. That's according to the Director of Trade, Junior Mohan. He spoke with the Government Information Service on Thursday during the island's 45th independence celebrations at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The expo, which is into its 7th year, gives manufacturers and entrepreneurs the opportunity to display their local produce with the hope of obtaining new markets. Mohan said this year saw the participation of 65 manufacturers.
This year we had a slight increase in the amount of persons registered. Last year we had about 55 persons. and this year we have about 63. So there is a slight increase in this year's participation. We are more or less, promoting the local products and ensuring that, persons purchase and support the local agro-processors and manufacturers.
He highlighted some of the outstanding areas of participation.
We have persons, companies from agro-processing, you have the manufacturers, you have art and craft, and you also have persons who doing processing and so, the nutmeg spray, soaps and so on.
And finally, a fresh component has been added to the Independence celebrations. The Commissioner of Police Challenge Trophy was introduced this year for the best platoon in the March past. It was won by Her Majesty's Prisons. Special Service Unit SSU placed second and Cadets third. Here are some highlights from Thursday's military parade at the National Stadium.
The prisons are looking well.
So the prisons are coming through. Let's hope that they hold it. They're holding that position. They've given the eyes right, and it seems at this point that all three lines are equally spaced, right? A bit better than the previous ones we've seen.
That's right.
But now they've lost it a little bit, but not as far as we've seen the others. The arm goes straight up in the eyes as the matches, and the next thing he's going to give to them would be the eyes right. So he gives them the eyes right, so head and eyes goes to the right, obviously to the dignitary on the DS. The officers with the sword, they salute as the unit go past. Now, the judges will be looking at that formation as to whether or not they're keeping their dressing. Now, let us look at how they go past with the eyes right. No, they're doing the eyes right. Hold your breath. Look at the formation. It is really, really critical at this point. If they are competing, if they are contesting, this is a very, very critical moment. They seem to be evenly spaced at this point between lines. If they hold that, they're up there looking really good. They've just lost a bit on the front, but they're holding closer even than the other.
I think they've done the best thus far in terms of the spacing in between the lines.
That story just ended the national report for today, Friday, February 8th. Recapping the top story. Government to recognize Devon Smith for contribution to cricket. On behalf of all those who made this newscast possible, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Develop local industries. We have come a long way. We have a cricketer playing now on the West Indies.
And good morning to Grenada, Carriacou, and Pidimatnik once again. It's time for Hard Talk right here out of the Spice. Yes, indeed, my name is Sheldon Scott.
I'm Devon Romain.
It's 33 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock today, the 11th of February 2019. Yes, indeedy. And we're live via 97.5 CitysoundFM,
89.5 CRFM,
92.9 Sister Isle FM,
and 94.9 WeiVybz Radio in Brooklyn, New York.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, let's take in a little bit of the song again, man.
We might disagree, but respect my opinion. Because that is one of the problems we have right here. People won't express themselves openly without fear. Sectarianism and party politics killing we dead. Artificial barriers prevent us from getting ahead. If we stop the ego tricks and respect each other instead, we will be closer to social harmony. We have come a long way, people, let me tell you, we have come a long way, oh Lord. We have come a long way, truly I can tell you, we have come a long way, oh Lord. We have come a long way. We have a national college to promote higher learning. We have come a long way. Our people remain peaceful and very understanding. We have come a long way. We have promoted much local skill and talent in drama. We have come a long way. We have developed incentives to promote sports and culture. Yet when I see how we treat Papi Teta, local hero, after major contributions, we turn our backs just so. If this is development, then my friend, I want you to know we have come a long way. We have come a long way. We have come a long way. Yet we have a long way to go. My friend, if you feel that I have been away too long, and I have no facts, you have never been more wrong. When there are problems in this,
so yes, indeed.
Before they tell you, they come up to New York City.
You can also find us online. Yes, online. You can find us on Hard Talk Grenada Live online. Yeah, that's a wonderful one. Yeah, and you can find us on YouTube too. Yeah, and Hard Talk Grenada on YouTube. So you're finding us all over the place. Yeah, we're saying a special good morning, especially to our listeners overseas who wish they were over these seas. Yeah, they were down here and all kind of thing to come and hang out on the beach and them kind of thing. Yeah. You ain't taking part in that? I taking part in it. Yeah, or people who wish they were home. Yeah, home. I want to go home. Nah, that's not it. Yeah. The boobies they like. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to go home. Good morning to all of you, wherever you are, listening to us live, via radio or live on the Facebook link.
Mr. Technical Man, I'm not seeing us on Facebook. For some reason, I'm not seeing the live notification.
Neither.
Nor am I seeing us live on Hard Talk Grenada. We're live on YouTube, but not live on the internet. I know what's going on there this morning.
I can't see.
Yeah, I know we've been having issues with Grenlec lately. Yeah. My fridge kind of said bye-bye.
I remember 45 years ago around this time what happened.
Yeah. Them days you had an ice box, you didn't have fridge.
Yeah.
You had an ice box.
No, boy, you had fridge.
You had fridge?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. We had them Westinghouse.
Yeah, got them. What is this, boy?
Frigidaire? Westinghouse?
No, man. You couldn't afford to buy Frigidaire them time.
You still can't afford to buy Frigidaire now. But you could, you just watch. Go and talk to L.A. Purcell. L.A. Purcell is Westinghouse and Frigidaire and them kind of things.
L.A. Purcell will never leave you outside to get wet.
Yeah.
Never.
They ain't doing that.
No.
Not them.
You're tall. When the rain comes, they're taking back umbrella. No, they will never do that.
Umbrella, take it back.
They're leaving you with that dry season and all you have in the umbrella to take, to shade the sun. That's how LA Purcell deals with LA today.
Yeah. So, folks, we're just trying to sort out one or two issues with the stream before we get deeply into it this morning. Nice.
Grenada is such a beautiful country, where come forth so much black makers of history. Man, I'm sure that many people will agree if I say she's blessed by the Almighty. Oh God, the standard of
skills and talent we have down there in this land. It is too much for me to mention. Yeah. The level of education keep rising to higher heights. And if I'm wrong, don't say that I'm right. No, I want to tell everybody I'm so proud of my country. Don't care wherever I may be, I say Grenada belong to me. No country in this world could do the things that my country would do for me. I am proud. I love my Grenada, my homeland forever. Sing the chorus louder. Tell them about Grenada, the land of my grandfather. She will always prosper. Oh, my Grenada, land of peace and culture. Grenada is such a but a lot of folks don't realize. If we learn to pull we hand to the little that we can, we could make Grenada a better land. Hey. Mommy, oh, ah.
Yes, indeed. So let's say a special good morning to all of our online viewers. Yeah, all of you listening and viewing Hard Talk online. We say a special, glorious Grenadian good morning to each and every one of you. We apologize for the late start for those of you on the online link. Yeah, we're sorry for that, but it's kind of Facebook fault. You understand? Nothing much we could do for that one. All right? Nice, yeah. So we apologize for it, though. All right? 4407377
and 347-329-3101.
Yeah, we're gonna take the calls early today. Yeah, we're taking the calls early.
Junior, you're quick, man. Early?
Yeah, Junior George. Morning to you, sir.
Like you didn't sleep last night.
Nah, all of them was watching Soca Mona. We ain't talking about no Soca Mona. We're not talking about joking. We must talk about that. Hey, I mean last night. All kind of things started happening. All kind of, Devon, all kind of things. I mean, when people started here.
Hello, hi. Me and my friend, Mr. Rum, is here to destroy your party. You up? Static. I had some stress, so I take some shots. But the amount I take really touch the spot. I heard a voice talking in my head. He said, go to the bed. You can't go to your bed. So I said, who is talking and where you from? The voice tell me, my name is Mr. Rum. You hear the iron? That minute stop. Don't let nobody style here. Mash it up flat. Tell me pick up something. Anything. Rum tell me to grab something. Anything. I just want to pick up something. Anything. Watch how I go grab something. Anything. Rum tell me to run with it. Run with it. Run with it. Pick up something, start to run with it. Run with it.
Watch. Let me behave this morning.
Next thing you run out of that studio, you know.
Because I nearly grabbed the computer and the camera and thing.
Well, Naz, I pick up Naz already going in.
Go to grab the flag. I go to pick up thing and run already. You know? I go to pick up thing to run inside here already. Yeah, telling you, I go to pick up thing and run.
Next thing I see both of us running out of that studio there with something in our hand.
Yeah, we had to careful. Yeah, nice. But before we get on to that, though, a very important announcement I want to make. There is a baby at the General Hospital who urgently is in need of blood donation. So those of you who may be O negative, they are looking for some blood. Just say that you're donating for baby Nazir. All right? So there is a 4-day-old baby that's at the hospital, and they're in urgent need of some blood. So any of you that are O negative, can you please head to the General Hospital and donate? All right? Nice baby Nazir. All right? A 4-day-old is in dire need of some blood. So can any of you that usually donate and so, head on down. Even if you don't usually donate and you know that you've been living the proper lifestyle, you understand?
Yeah, you're indulging in
certain risky behaviors. Yeah. You can go down there and donate. Please, 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 please. All right?
For what he calls.
Nice. I just saw that by a good friend of mine. I saw it online and decided to share that one. So those of you who can, please go and donate. And also remember the Docs Challenge Trophy will be this Saturday, starting with the opening game up there in Malmont playing field. You know Malmont playing field lighted, right? You know they could play cricket in the night there and thing. A lot of people don't know that. You know. They didn't feel it and no place lighted in St. David's and thing. You know. Lighted. You know. Could play cricket and thing there. So that will be taking place this Saturday. And the first game will be starting at 4 p.m. Exhibition match between the parliamentary representatives and the office staff. This will be followed by 2 matches. And the first competition will be Carriacou versus St. John, and then followed by St. Andrew versus St. David. So that's the Docs Challenge Trophy. The Doc, as in, not Doc, said Doc, as in the Prime Minister's, right, Challenge Trophy. So that'll be taking place this Saturday at the Malmont playing field starting from 4 p.m. So we're looking to see all of you out there, all the constituencies, everybody. Yep. All right, nice. Over the weekend too, I passed in the firebox.
Yeah, I was
down in Laborie.
I couldn't pass there.
Yeah, pass in the firebox down in Laborie, man. That's the new place that opened.
I had a firebox was light up, man.
Is another Devon?
Yeah,
Devon Britain.
He was lit up.
Yeah, so I passed down there. All right. So folks, remember that anybody, and in case you can't donate, or you know somebody that can or is willing to, please ask them to go to the General Hospital and donate. It's a 4-day-old baby. So this one is important, as fast as possible. In fact, there's one of the only excuses I will give you to stop listening to Hard Talk right now and go.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's for baby Nazir. If you can head down there, O negative. All right? Nice? Please, please, please.
Hey, good morning to all of you on the live. Hey, Naju, good morning to you, my dear.
Okay, all right.
Family.
Since all you reach, it's time for us to get on. Since Naj,
Denise, don't go no party here, darling.
Naz,
stay home.
Yeah, Naj reach. Everybody reach.
I'll get and I'll come right here. If you get and I'll come right here. I'll get and I'll come right here. I'll get and I'll come right here. If you get and I'll come right here. Everybody, every northern, we come to each trouble. Should not press the button.
Hey, my big brother Neil. Neil, you could officially become Grenadian now, eh?
Yeah.
You don't have to stay being a Trinidadian for the Soca Monarch for being a Trinidadian sake, you know. Both your mother and father are Grenadians, man. You just happen to be born down there.
Yeah, that's all.
You're Grenadian, man. Yeah, that's what afraid down there.
Yes, Naju.
Are you afraid of him? When he win the crown the last time and he didn't get it.
Yeah, they didn't give him. He will take it now.
The road might be long, but it has an end.
And we saw Iowa, Georgia.
All right, tell Miss Agnes hi for me as well, bro. Miss Agnes down there in Trinidad. She is from the Isle of Spice as well. I think she's been gone somewhere around 50 years or something. She should be in her 80s or somewhere there right now. Tell Granny I say hello, Neil. She's from St. Andrew, yeah. Has a son who was an Olympian and all kind of thing, yeah. Also, I think he won a medal at the Pan Am Games and all this kind of thing in long jump and so. Works with Interpol. Related to a certain man who are no listening right now in the police force here. What them Trinidadian Fred? How can you all be afraid, man? All you afraid? All you afraid? Nah, don't afraid, man. Don't afraid. Just put up a fence.
Squad. Free yourself from mental barrier. Free yourself from mental chains. Free yourself from mental wine.
All right, time to behave, right? Nice, yeah. Well, folks, last night we saw the semi-finals of the International Soca Monarch semi-finals in both the Groovy and Power Soca Monarch category. And Team Grenada, Mr. Technical Man, you throw it up just now, throw it up again. Yeah, Team Grenada went out there and they create havoc, man. So we had first up to bat was Mandela with Tombstone, and he did an excellent job. He hold back a little bit. He didn't want to give them the full voltage and thing. When he look left and he look right and thing, he realized, yeah, let me hold back a little something for the final night. So he get them some Tombstone. He get them some Tombstone. Also, we had in competition Lil Vaughn. Yeah, well, no longer Lil Vaughn. Oh, he's Vaughn. Yeah. 22 years old. He's no longer Lil Vaughn. Yeah, he's just Vaughn now.
Big Vaughn.
Big Vaughn. Vaughn. Yeah, so he was there. I dare say in the competition, I believe he has best voice in the competition there right now. And that's
voice,
not just saying that as a fellow Grenadian. That's saying it as it really is. Good morning to you, Antonia. Yeah, dudes, more hit. Yeah. So Vaughn has a wonderful voice, a wonderful stage presence and everything, and the boy could dance like a Michael Jackson.
Yeah, the boy, he good. He got what it takes.
And then over in the, we had another Grenadian there too, you know. Yeah. Technically, Blacks, because the song that Blacks did is written and produced by Grenadians. Expert Studios out of Carriacou produced that song. So technically, that was another Grenadian there again.
Grenadian
and who wrote it? Vaughn wrote that one as well. Yeah, so Vaughn. Yeah, it was Vaughn 1 and Vaughn Part 2. All right, nice. So we had both of that. We had those three basically in the groovy, and then when it came to the power soca, and we've been saying it for years, but some people haven't been listening, and you realize more and more we've been seeing some of our brothers and sisters from Trinidad coming over to Spice Mass and so. I myself, back in would have been about 2011, spent Juve morning with Iowa George, who came over for Spice Mass and so, and he's been coming over constantly. One thing, he might have his way about, but Iowa has been here nearly every year, coming over in and between to Spice Mass and so, along with Bungie.
Yep.
Bungie, when he had locks and the locks were short, Bungie used to be over here for Spice Mass. You always bounce him up by Farm and Garden Lyman, by Brian Bar and them kind of places there. Bungie Garland used to be here all the time. From when the locks were short to when the locks get long to when he had no locks. He used to be here right through. All right. Yes, indeed. So we also had in the Power Soca Monarch, we had Lil Natty and Thunder. Yeah, the reigning Road March champions and Soca Monarch champions here in Grenada. And they level the place with the section, man. Yeah, they level the place. We had Mr. Legs, who also took part in the competition there and did Grenada proud. I ain't getting into this nonsensical, idiotic argument about who carry what flag and what. The guy is doing a stage presentation. His stage presentation is to a Trinidadian audience. Everyone knows that the guy is from Grenada. Everyone knows that he's from Grenada. So while you are welcome to your opinion as to his attire on the particular point in time, he has to do what he had to do on the stage at that point in time to make it to the finals.
Exactly.
Now that he's in the finals, he could bring a Grenada flag big as the stadium. But he had to make it to the finals. So he did what he found to be necessary to engage a Trinidadian audience and Trinidadian judges.
Smart move.
Yeah. So I don't understand. If you don't understand the criteria of what some of these guys have to go through to get to the finals and so, I'm not saying stay quiet. I'm saying avail yourself of the opportunity to learn what the criteria are to qualify someone to get. For instance, if you listen to the next person I'm going to there, Mr. Killer, if you listen to him last night, you'd realize Killer went out there and he made sure that the judges could hear every single word that he said. Clarity is very important. It's not going on the stage and scream and tell everybody run so and run so and run so. The judges must be able to hear what you say, and they must be able to understand what you say. So he was very clear, and the song has a wonderful hook and so, and he had a wonderful stage presentation with it.
And he was directing that
directly,
as you see, to the Trinidadian audience right there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, these guys, they can't stop Grenada. Forget that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Grenada looking real good. Minister Cox, good morning. I wonder if Minister Cox reached back already. Minister Cox, good morning. Senator the Honorable Norland Cox, our Minister of Youth, Sport and Culture. he was down there for the semi-finals. I assume that he'd be
good.
back. Knowing Minister Cox, I think he would be back by this morning.
By
I
this
think he's
morning,
back. Yeah, he's already jumped a plane and he's back here already.
And that's good, to see they got the support, not just from the average Grenadians, but from officials, ministerial officials, minister, of culture deciding to brace them with his presence, and that's good. That's the kind of support we expect, our artists to get from top to bottom. We don't hold him back nothing.
Yeah. And Neil, yes, I'm aware. I am aware. Yes, she was like a mother to me, and I'm so sorry that I wouldn't be able to be there today for that. Yeah, I really wanted to, but circumstances, brother, circumstances. I couldn't be there for that funeral today. Yeah, but again, our artists, they did very well. But there's several side discussions here, and the discussion is not about who walk on stage with what flag. That's a non-issue. Come on. The guys are Grenadian, they're representing Grenada. And we ought to be proud of that.
And why are we making an issue of that?
The guy made it into the finals. He's one of 5 Grenadian. And in fact, Trinidadians are upset now. Some Trinidadians, let me don't say all, because the majority of Trinidadians have an open mind in relation to an issue like this. Yep. But there are a section of Trinidadians that are very upset.
They're mad.
That even one Grenadian made it into the finals, and not only made it into the finals, as in token, they just make it to say that you have somebody
from Grenada.
They make it into the final, and that every one of them in both competitions has an excellent chance of winning the competition.
Yep.
Not just there to say, well, okay, it's International Soca Monarch, so we have some artists from Grenada in the International Soca Monarch. No, that we have artists there who have an excellent chance. In fact, they're the odds-on favorites to win. And at least in the case of the Power Soca, in the case of the Power Soca, you could end up with a Grenada 1-2.
2 and 3.
Or 1, 2, and 3. No, it is a possibility. If the Soca Monarch, International Soca Monarch, and I think this year is going to make or break that International Soca Monarch competition. If the International Soca Monarch is being judged based on talent and performance and quality of performance on the night,
we win already.
If it is going to be based on that, there is no beating Mr. Killer, Legs, and Lil Natty and Thunder in the Power, and there will be no beating Lil Von and Mandela over in the Groovy. If it is based on that, if the International Soca Monarch is going to be based on which country you're born in,
forget that.
Then we have a problem. And it would be high time that Grenada just distances itself from that.
Yeah.
If the International Soca Monarch, I have no fear in saying that because it's reality. If the International Soca Monarch is going to be based on what country you're from and not the quality of the performance, as we suspect has happened in the past, because with the exception of Barbados winning the Groovy Monarch with Biggie Irie 1 year, no one has outside of Trinidad has ever won. And that was big confusion in Trinidad when he did that. No one has ever won the Soca Monarch who is not a Trinidadian. But Grenadians, we're known for breaking records because from the same St. John's where we have Mr. Killer from, we have a fellow by the name of Carriacou James. And Carriacou James was the first non-American to run a sub-44 time in the 400 meter. He was the first non-American. From right there, in gun battle. Yeah? A young fella by the name of Carriacou James. So you know, them fellas from gun battle have a tendency to be breaking records and them kind of thing. So we await, because in 3 weeks from now, we gonna know. In 2 weeks or 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks, Nazim? 2 weeks?
March 1st.
March 1st, about 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks' time, we're gonna know a mass plane. Because definitely, I know Nas gonna be over in Carriacou, but I know he hard gonna be in Trinidad. So, if the competition is based on the quality of your performance, on your stage presentation, on the clarity of your voice, on your maintaining your melody, on if your song builds a story and comes to a conclusion, if it's based on how you interact with the crowd and how the crowd interacts with you due to your song, there's no beating Hollis Map, Mr. Killer, and Lil Natty and Thunder and our entire squad. There's no beating the Grenada squad. That's the Grenada invasion. Yeah, that's the Grenada invasion. That's what we're calling it right now, the Grenada invasion. There's no stemming the Grenada invasion, if that is the case. If this thing is going to be based on what country you're born in, don't call it International Soca Monarch. Just revert and have a Trinidad Soca Monarch. And then there's this argument about, oh, but the Trinidadian artists can't come and perform here. What we have here is the Grenada Soca Monarch.
Exactly.
What they have down there, Trinidad is known as the Mecca of Soca. So what they have is the International Soca Monarch. So if they want to remove the word international and keep it for Trinidadians, that's no problem. Go ahead and do that. But don't call it International Soca Monarch and then you want to complain. Oh, we have to watch how much people from other countries coming in and that kind of nonsense.
And we have to look out for our own and that kind of thing.
Why do them? Let me put on my thunder voice.
We reach.
I'm doing my thunder voice. Why do them?
Yeah. I mean, we reach a long time, but all they now realize that we're there. You understand? Before, all they want to realize that we were there. We there a long time.
We know killer with a few years ago and only no game. We know that, but I mean, you know, understand? We let that pass, but this time, you understand? This time.
Not this time.
Yeah.
We surrounding Iowa Judge and all of them. You see much of us? Not one this time.
And the thing is, Grenadians win it before.
But they just didn't give us.
No, we actually have Grenadians that won it and was given it. We had a fella by the name of Super Blue.
Well, yeah.
And we had a woman by the name of Fayan.
Yeah, but they'll say Trini.
Because if you check the Lions' name, you realize that they come from St. Andrew.
Yep.
And Fayan has said that before.
Yep.
Fayan has said directly that they are from Grenada. She is Grenadian. And Super Blue is Grenadian. Yep. So it's not like Grenadians they win before. They just technically had them under the banner of Trinidadian, but Grenadians win before. So it is time. And I believe this year is the year that Grenada's soca music receives the recognition that it rightfully deserves. And the thing is this. If Trinidadians are upset, don't be upset with Grenada. Go into the studio and do better music to beat us. Don't be vexed and try to use all kind of technicalities and say that, oh, Grenadians shouldn't this and Grenadians. So what? We're supposed to do bad soca music so that all you could win? I can't understand that nonsense. That level of stupidity of thinking I cannot comprehend. And I could say that because I was born in Trinidad. So I could say, I could tell them that to the face. And I could go there and tell them that to the face. I ain't afraid. That level of stupidity I cannot comprehend. Yeah, we supposed to lower our standards so that you could win just for you to feel good? No. And then when you check all year anyway, most of all is Grenadian anyhow.
Well, exactly.
Some of them
that's my point.
Some of them talking that us hide the fact. Yeah. Because back in the 80s, back in the 70s and 80s, they used to hide the fact that they are Grenadian parentage. Yeah, because some of you know very well that all your mother and all your father and even all your grandparents, all your great-grandparents came from Grenada. So we are one people. There should be no confusion between us in relation to an issue like this. You all should be proud that your ancestral home has developed their art form to the point where they can come and have a realistic and fighting chance of winning the competition. You all should be proud of that. You all should be very proud of that. So right, yes, Minister Cox is back. Yeah, he back here.
He home, okay.
He home. So at the end of today's program, we'll play some of we haven't got Mr. Legs. It's not that I've been checking with Party Grenada, so it's not that he doesn't want to put up Mr. Legs, it's that he didn't get Mr. Legs' presentation. But I want to see Mr. Legs' presentation. I missed his presentation, so I want to see his presentation as well, right? And the other presentations, we're gonna play all of them right at the end of Hard Talk. We're gonna play them for you, yeah. But we have a larger discussion to take place here, brothers and sisters. We have a larger discussion in relation to culture. We have a bigger discussion to take place here. One of the discussions is the fact that Mr. Killer found it comfortable and more reasonable and more financially viable to release that song, Run With It, for Trinidad Carnival instead of Grenada's Carnival. And it's not that he's being unpatriotic or anything like that. It's a business decision. The guy has to survive.
Yep.
Because the same people that were jumping on the back the other day when he had a picture up with Dr. Mitchell is the same ones congratulating him now and, oh, I get goosebumps and all kind. All you hypocrite. The same ones that was jumping up and all kind of thing about, oh, he put a picture with Dr. Mitchell and he should never do that and he should never do this. Always the same hypocrite and them right now online jumping up and thinking about you get goosebumps when you see him last night. All you hypocrite. Never let politics get in between them kind of thing. This is about Grenada and a Grenadian artist that is going forth to represent his country. And apparently, like, he went and get a sample from Dr. Mitchell about clean sweep because he realized all the Grenadians that went, everybody get in. So he maybe went and get the formula for the clean sweep. Yeah.
He sent a message this year in Trinidad Carnival.
But Devon, again, it goes back to the fact that he found it more financially viable to release that song for Trinidad's Carnival. And instead of Grenada's Carnival, and he doesn't compete in Grenada's Carnival anymore. Because the level of presentation that he usually does, the amount of money that he spends on doing that presentation, by the time you win a crown here, with the kind of presentation Mr. Killer, or even Boise, and so on, the guys who really put out when they're doing a presentation, by the time you win a crown, you basically might end up with $50 in your pocket. You know?
Before that, you might be in debt.
Yeah. Because by the time you pay for the dancers and you pay for your props and for all your practice sessions and so on and transportation and meals and all of that in preparation,
and all them sort of things.
By the time you pay for all of that, you end up out of pocket. You have to dip in your pocket. So, but in the Trinidad context, the international soca monarch, it's more reasonable for him. It says though, not that we have a problem with the Spice Mass Corporation here, you know. It says we have a problem with the business community here.
Supporting the culture.
Exactly. We need the business community to come in and be more active in supporting our artists, the same way we're asking the business community to support our athletes. And don't wait until when they win an Olympic gold medal to come and say that you want them as the face of your company. But to support them from the time you see the talent and the capability and the competency that you start supporting them. In the same way, we would like you all to support the artists, the singers, the painters, the dancers. We have artists here. Some of them, when we're ready to release them on the world, and the level that we can release them on the world, yeah? Imagine, you have people like Sonica. Beautiful voice, could really sing. You have people like our female artists there. Oh boy, Valine.
Valine,
You have people like, if you look at another female artist, Laura Lisa. Now, these three, and we have many others, but if I look at just these three, they are more than just regional standard. They're international standard with their voices. They're competent, they're capable. They have stage presence and so on. If we look at people like Jefferson Ramirez, and I think Jefferson is just boxed in, but he's a guy that if he gets the correct opportunity and so that he could blow up internationally. Yeah, so we have so much. But the business community, our business community needs to step forward and play a serious part in how we move forward from here on in. It should be a case where Mr. Killer says, okay, that's the Soca Monarch money, boy. Nice, I'm going after it.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Must feel
same, yeah. Because it happened in Trinidad a few years ago. Marshall Montano was staying out of competition. They raised the performance fee. They raised the, not only performance fee, but they raised the prize money to, I think it was 2 million? 2 million, I think it was. 2 million, Naz?
2 million.
2 million or 1 million it had gone up to for the prize money in Trinidad, Naz. 2 million, I think. Yeah, it had gone up to that, I think. Well, but it was at least $1 million it had gone up to. And we're not saying that it could go up to $1 million here in Grenada. Eh? $1 million TT and $1 million EC is two totally different things. Yeah. But it went up to a fee that Marshall decided, now I going back in the competition. He went back in the competition for a few years. He win. And when the money go down again, he leave. He come out of the competition. But at the end of the day, the business community came together with the carnival organization there in Trinidad, and they were able to improve the standard, at least for a period of time, of the art form in Trinidad. It seems to have taken a kind of mellow out right now. And then you see now that they're trying to get onto the Grenada bandwagon because they realize Grenada music. So whether it's the young guys out of Carriacou with when we touched down the whole place Sheldon, or whether it's way back if you're talking about Super P and Peeping when he was all the rage in Trinidad, or Burbis with Traffic. Or I mean, over the years you've been seeing the 1 or 2 hits coming out of Grenada and doing well in Trinidad's Carnival. But of late you've been seeing more and more. Even in the warm-up, they were playing Sheldon. Even in the warm-up last night, they were playing Sheldon. They're still playing Sheldon. Top Striker, big song in Trinidad last year. Yeah, this year, Section. This year you also have Run With It.
Imagine when Roly Poly hit the stage a couple of years ago.
When he was supposed to win.
When he was supposed to win.
So you ain't forget that, you know?
Roly Poly mash up the stage.
Yeah, Roly Poly roll.
Yeah, roll.
Yeah. So the business community here in Grenada, this is really a serious one for you. The business community. 1, we have 5 artists down there. It must not be that it is on the government of Grenada alone to support these artists. Let me say it again. It must not be that it is on the government of Grenada alone to support these artists. Because we know ourselves, you know. We know if the guys go on stage with some kind of off-key looking props, or they go with some dancers who can't dance properly. They make a set of noise about Mr. Legs last night and a flag. How much of them supported him? How much know where he's staying in Trinidad right now? How much know how he pay for his outfit and what he eat yesterday morning and what he eat yesterday evening? But we want to go and complain about he have a Trinidad flag. How much of us helped him to get to that stage? Yeah? We have to be able to support our artists out there. And again, it is not just the Spice Mass Corporation. They have their role and they're playing their role. They're in contact with the artists and so. And knowing Minister Cox, I am pretty sure that he went in the cabinet this morning and that by tomorrow we go hear how much they get in.
And he's smiling broad.
No, I know Minister Cox, I can tell you by tomorrow morning, we're going to be hearing how much each artist is going to get.
Yep.
But that's just a drop in the bucket. The government could give them a little something. But that's just a drop in the bucket. Where the business community?
You need the support of every Grenadian. The business community, we need everyone.
Spice Mass Corporation, how much calls will you get this morning from the business community already? How much people from the business community already contacted the Spice Mass Corporation as the conduit to provide finances for these? We jumping up, we happy, we glad. We have 5 inside. We have a good chance of taking even the top 2 positions in both competitions. Yep. How much business people here in Grenada are behind the artists? Whether it's a 500 you give or whether it's a 5,000. How much of you are behind the artists? If you get a 5,000, that is 1,000 EC per artist. How much of them have decided that you're going to support our local artists? Because you know, when you support them like that, when the time comes for them to do a little ad or something, they have no problem with that to do them. But them people and them is the people that help me out by. And no problem. Yeah? Support the artists. Don't leave it up to the government of Grenada, the Cultural Foundation and the Spice Mass Corporation to find all the money to help them. Business community, step up. Let me say it again. Business community, step up. We cannot afford to have them go in there looking anything because you know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Stay there and feel the business community in Trinidad. They're going behind the artists right now because they start to get worried. Many of them are worried, you know. To them, it's a patriotic something. They can't let any other country come in and take that power soca, you know. Especially after it just returned in this format after several years. They can't stand the fact that artists, as they say, an outside artist. And between Trinidad and Grenada, we ain't supposed to have no outside artists. All of us are one people. All of us, I'm living proof of that. All of us are one people. Every Trinidadian has some family in Grenada. Every Grenadian has some family in Trinidad. We are one people. Whether they want to admit it or they don't want to admit it, we have one people.
We are the Calypso King of the Wall.
Yeah.
Grenadian.
Is a Grenadian born here? A lot of the elder Calypsonians, when you hear the history, is here they born. Stalin does still come over now, even mini stage. That is that right now?
Valentino would be here sometime soon.
Grenadians. Yeah. So in the same context, business community, step up. Step up. Even if you don't want it to be known, because you don't want everybody rush you after and say, well, you have money showing, boy. Call the Spice Mass Foundation quietly and give a little something. In fact, I want you to give a big something, because we don't want no substandard stage performance when it comes to the Power Soca. This is the International Power Soca Monarch, and so we don't want no substandard. Yeah, we don't want no substandard. Because the same people that are jumping up right now and know all you know. All you ain't giving a cent to help. All you ain't giving no encouragement.
But you go hear them criticize though.
But they're coming to criticize at the end of the day. How much all you know how Mr. Alex reach there? How much all you know how much he ticket to reach there costs? Why they quarreling? He carry a Trinidad flag on the stage. In a Grenada bag, yeah? In a Grenada bag. He carry the Trinidad flag in a Grenada bag.
Unity. That could only speak for me. Unity.
I don't understand that. Let go to the phone lines.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Not too bad.
Yes, go right ahead, Cammy.
Money, do answer.
Oh, Lord, Cammy, you was on, man.
You was on, Cammy. Try again, Cammy. We heard you.
And the Spice Mass Corporation, they've issued a press release. The Board of Directors, Management and Staff of the Spice Mass Corporation wishes to congratulate our soca and groovy artists on making it to the finals of the International Soca Monarch competition scheduled for March 1st, 2019. We are indeed proud of our accomplishments thus far and wish them all the best on Fantastic Friday. And I see that coming in, that's signed by Genevieve. Good morning, my dear. Hope you have a wonderful... Genevieve, it ain't easy, you know, girl. Watch, every minute some kind of message on my phone. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I get tagging so much thing. Watch, I ain't lying. Oh, God. We have a caller line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Sheldon Scott and Mr. Devon Romain.
Morning,
And good morning to Grenada. Good morning. Lovely day in Grenada today. Also, I want to say good morning to Patricia Arthur Campbell and her husband and his mom in Canada, and Mr. Watts and his wife in America, and Kingo and Mr. Deputine and all the Grenadians out there. And also a special good morning to Miss Summerwell. She did a wonderful job yesterday. We had a wonderful time, Mr. Scott. When telling you I dance, you know, I dance with that foot. I dance so. Good morning to the Prime Minister and all the ministers and all the people I was there yesterday at that luncheon in Grand. You know, diamonds, we are diamonds. As Miss Welch said, we diamonds. All the elderly citizens. Sheldon, we had a wonderful time. I mean, while you watch, I eat 2 plates of food. I drink sorry. I eat cake, ice cream, and you know, I feel happy. I was around a lot of people, and I enjoy myself for a long time. Boy, I dance when I get music too. I forget I had played in the foot and I get up. So, I want to thank everybody and also congratulations to we call it Sonia in Trinidad and Tobago. Congratulations to every one of them. I feel proud of the Grenadians and to see them make it big time. Yeah. Anyhow, Sheldon.
Yes, my love.
Today I have tomatoes. Lovely tomatoes. And I have blubber and spin. So Grenadians are just pass and support me. So buy some tomatoes and green pig and blubber. That's what we have here. And I have a lot of little things, other things on sale. So pass and give me a little support. And thanks again, Mr. Prime Minister, for that wonderful dinner we had yesterday and all the ministers. That was it. But you can get green wine. Okay, I can't know that. Yeah, we could have twins, boy. They can stop up with us. We have to get a technique and it was nice, Sheldon. Sheldon, I didn't why was she done? Even if we were.
Well, I hope.
Diamonds, do you see the diamond people out there? We had a wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful time. And thanks again, Mr. Prime Minister, for that. Whenever all you have these things, don't leave me out. You don't leave me out. Yeah?
All right, my dear.
And Mr. Watts and everybody, all the Grenadians abroad, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Yes,
all right, Carmi.
Yeah, that was the Prime Minister's Independence dinner for the elderly.
Yeah, that's
so
an annual thing. It
yeah.
been going on for a while.
So you had the elderly people from all over the island. Yeah, we have a call online.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Run with it. Run. Come something. Let's get in your section. Trouble in the morning. What the song say? Good morning, Sheldon and Devon.
Good morning.
Morning, my dear.
How are you?
We'll be fine.
We're warm.
Don't start that, you know. Don't start that. Listen, I didn't call for that. So you guys gotta rub it in and tell me how warm. Hey, we're getting big snowstorm tomorrow. Lord, I'm ready for it.
I have a ticket and I could send
Happy
it.
belated Independence. I was busy. I couldn't. So we had the Mikey Live thing Saturday. It was really, really nice. People come, they buy the food, they come and support, and you know, they left. And then we had Boise and Balaka dance all. I show all the same little video I played a mass. Why? It's great and nice one more time. I'm picking up my house and I will land in it right back at Grenada. Anyways, how everybody doing?
we are good.
Good. I know all you're proud. We proud. Lord, congratulations to all the artists.
We have wonderful.
But here's what, huh? Don't leave it up to just the business community here in Grenada. You know, there are Grenadian-owned businesses in your neck of the woods. There are Grenadian-owned businesses in Brooklyn. So they need to
yes, they do.
Get in
so
contact.
They need to support, and a lot of them online also, so they need to support.
They need to get in contact with the Spice Mass Corporation. First of all, I'm sure they have some sort of association, and if not, they need to form one. So the Grenadian
but they had a Grenada Association going on. So I think they need to
get this stuff together.
I'll make a call and find out what's going on. I know I have a certain link.
We can
check and see.
And also make the connection, because the guys might need some props out of the US or so. So whatever they need to get, we as Grenadians, we have to be all out behind this thing.
I'm living in the US, you know.
No, you in Canada, yes. But those in the US, those in Canada, wherever you are. Yeah. Get together and get it done.
Yeah, then we need to do something.
This
is a really, last night I get some cold bumps, I get hot, I get cold, I get stupid, all kind of things.
Well, we need to get this going.
Oh my goodness, I'm proud of my island, but last night when I watched those boys, Lord, they make me feel even prouder, and we blessed, and I'm so happy for them.
You know, I have a gift for you for tomorrow, please the Lord. All right, I have
always giving me some kind of walk.
I have a bucket of seawater and a bottle of sunshine.
The bucket of seawater go freeze and the sunshine can make it through the clouds.
Thank you in advance. I appreciate that. It's not Ollie.
You will need that tomorrow, please the Lord.
Don't remind me, Devon. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. But anyways, I just calling to say hi, and I just want to say congratulations to Mr. I ain't taking no part in the flag argument. Mr. Legs, Little Natty and Tanda, what's them? Tombstone guy, Mandela Links, Mr. Killer, and Vaughn. Oh my God, they're just wonderful young people, and they're just making us proud.
Yep.
Yeah? And they're very humble. Well, I know Mr. Killer personally. I met Natty and Tanda. They're so humble. I haven't met Vaughn and Mandela Links yet, so, you know. But yeah, and then Saturday I met Blacker Dan and Boise. So yeah, I'm getting there.
You need to come home. That's what you need to do. Come home.
Yeah, well, you know, when duty calls, and as I said before, when you change company, it's kind of hard.
Yep.
You know, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Working on it.
Don't stay too long.
But anyway, so everybody good though.
Yep, we good.
Have a wonderful day, and all you know already, I just have to hide to make the phone call.
What do you want? What do you want, Bev?
You have a wonderful day.
All right, Sheldon and Devon, you guys take care. And everybody on the live, good morning. I ain't calling nobody name good morning because when I call people names, some people say, well, only that person you see. So I ain't calling in. Good morning, everybody.
All right, my dear.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye now.
And I hear that.
4407377.
Good morning, Sheldon. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning, my friend.
Man.
All right.
Yes, Sheldon, as a green, I feel so proud to hear of the achievement of the 5 artists in Trinidad. I want to say congratulations to them. I wish them better luck in the final, that they will first, second, and third. That's what we're going for. We deserve it. And I want to say Grenada is on the rise when it concerns to do with music. I want to say congratulations to the 5 artists. And I want all Grenadians put the effort and let support the artists. Because when they do good, we have to congratulate them. Because those many times we like to condemn and like to criticize. But I want to say let us be proud of the 5 artists that they do they do a wonderful job to make it to the final and placing so high. I want to say congratulations to them and to the Ministry of Culture and to the government. All great, let us support them. Support them. Because when they do good, let us support them. Because we're quick to criticize and to say all things about young people. And when they do something good that we should be proud of, we're staying quiet. All right? So I want to say congratulations to all the artists that make it to the final. God bless them. I wish them best. We wish each and everyone that first, second, and third. That's what we're aiming for. All right. Devon, Sheldon, you all have one for the God bless you all.
Okay, bro. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that we need to get behind our artists. Now, we know, and they're listening via 94.9 right now, we're positive. We know that the business community in Brooklyn, there are several Grenadian-owned businesses. As small as it might be, give something.
Oh, yeah.
For it to be split equally among the 5 artists that we have there. Give a little something. Yeah? We know how times go and so on. We know you might be able to give a big amount, but any amount that you could give. Yeah? We don't want the guys, you only want killer have to dip in the pocket to go and put up a thing, and then when you go and you do something on the stage, everybody say, die come with.
Be part of the entire presentation.
Or see legs come with a full Trinidadian flag and Trinidadian outfit because a Trinidadian that had to pay for your ticket and a Trinidadian that had to sponsor him. Yeah. So he come with a full... Yeah, so then we want to vex and say, well, why do legs? Yeah. We can't do that. Bill Natty and Thunder. Sponsor them.
Where are we to come out and support? I know a lot of you have been doing it, but we need much more.
Yeah.
Grenadians getting out there.
In fact, we don't want the artists between now and the 1st of March to be focusing on having to find money and find props and so on. Yeah, nope. Their management team supposed to have enough support to be able to do that. All they're supposed to be focusing on, preserving the voice, making sure they get their stage presentation on cue. Yeah? Where they're on the stage, what they're going to do, the surprise what they're going to do, whatever it is, that they have that on cue. Right? That's what we're supposed to be focused on. Let them focus on that. And the business community.
Exactly, ensuring that they have it.
And listen, it's our Grenadians that own business in Trinidad too, Yeah.
$1 million business.
Yeah, hands up something, Dred. Yeah. all you two. Hands up something. Because we had to get the thing going, man.
We have to support them. Whatever we can do. Physical support, moral, financial, let us get out there and support our artists in TNT.
And we also have to support our athletes. I remember we have these Grenada Secondary School games coming up.
Yeah.
So that is coming up next month. Is it April the 5th, I believe. It's April, yeah. April. So we have the zonal ones coming up during next month. We'll get the exact dates. And so I had it somewhere here, but I don't know where I put it. But we have the dates coming up, and so that is coming up. So we have to run with it. Yeah, when it's give them the baton during the Grenada school sports, run with it.
According to Depot, we ain't just picking up something, we taking everything.
Yeah, you have to run with it.
Run with it.
So right now, the confusion has started. Depot, there's a big confusion in Trinidad right now because they are mortally afraid that they are about to lose the title for Power Soca.
They're running wild.
Regionally, we have won the OECS Soca Monarch several occasions. Boise has won that, I think maybe even more than that, But he's won it a couple times. I think even Natty and Thunder, if I remember correctly, have won it before. And we have one or two other that has won it over the years. So we kind of been on par with the OECS. Now we're looking at the International Soca Monarch, and that's going to be wonderful. Yeah.
Very soon, that whole entire soca, international soca competition would come to Grenada.
Well, if the Trinidadians no longer want other people, want to limit the number of people in the International Soca Monarch, if they want to limit it, then it will no longer be technically the International Soca Monarch. It will be Trinidad Soca Monarch. And somebody has got to pick up the slack. Yeah. Somebody else getting, you know, yeah, do it. So let me see. Depot says the confusion starts in TNT. If you are the best and afraid the rest, call it exclusive Pee-wee soca and not international power soca. Watch it. Talk too much and we ain't just picking up something. We taking everything. Yeah. So we're gonna see what's going on.
Yeah, the countdown has started. Yeah, to the weekend of March.
The thing is this. I think that there needs to be an understanding that we are one people. Was one slave ship that passed when he come out from Africa, and the slave ship come and he make drop off in different location. So every slave ship that came over, it didn't just come to Grenada and drop everybody. When it came with a whole village of people, so everybody was related. It came and it dropped off some from that village in Grenada. It dropped off some in St. Vincent. It dropped off some in St. Lucia, some in Dominica, some in St. Kitts, some in Montserrat. And he go up the road until he reach Jamaica and he drop off a set again.
Yeah. In other words, we get transported like how Tropical and them just transport all the containers from overseas and
from one
the islands. From one, you understand?
So at the end of the day, we are all one people. This nonsense about who is a Trinidadian and who is a Grenadian, I don't believe in this nonsense. You know, we are all one people. In fact, I believe that we have to come to the stage pretty soon where we can travel other Caribbean countries without the need for any passport. Yep. Already within the OECS, we can travel with the use of your voter identification card, your NIS card, and your driver's license. We could already do that within the OECS. I believe that needs to be a region-wide something.
Yep. That's what Carriacou's supposed to be.
Yeah, so you just have something, anything that you could identify. You don't have to have a passport to be able to enter Trinidad or to be able to enter Barbados or Jamaica and that sort of thing, because we are all one people. We allow what the colonial system did because they understand that there is strength in unity. So what the colonial system did is that it put us against each other. It put us against each other. It wants Trinidadians don't like Bajans and Grenadians don't like Trinidadians.
Or Jamaicans.
Jamaicans don't like nobody. So it tried to put us against each other because it realized as a unified people, we'd be a force to reckon with.
And
so this nonsense about, oh, we don't want this. Who is outsiders?
You know,
the only original Trinidadians is the Arawaks and Caribs. So who are you talking about who is outsiders? It's nonsense. Caribs and Arawaks should tell all you go.
And you mentioned that about Haiti. Look at how they have been treating Haiti for the last so many years, and so on. And you'll see they don't want the Caribbean, the region as one body. They always try to divide and rule.
Yeah.
See, and
so we have to understand these things. We have to understand that we are all one people. Yeah, all one people. So if somebody could come from Japan and take part in the International Soca Monarch, there's no problem with that.
No problem.
Somebody could come from Germany, as has happened in the past. Yeah. Come from Germany, come from Japan, and think to take part in the International Soca and reach in finals. Yep. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, because it is supposed to be the showcase of the art form, not of Trinidad and Tobago. It's supposed to be the showcase of the art form. So if the best artists in 2019 happen to come from your sister next door, then what's the problem with that?
We all have black blood in our vein.
Yeah.
We all.
Because the oil we play in Jab with is most likely they come from.
It's right, they come.
So, where's the problem?
Black blood in our vein. So what? You know, you put on that black blood, we all look the same. It doesn't matter.
It's watch. Let's go 440-7377.
And 347-329-3101.
Yeah, we're giving you all an opportunity to call on this one. But I'm saying again, business community, get in contact with the Spice Masco. It can't be everybody trying to find the artist and you're supporting this one and you're not supporting that one.
No.
It's a team effort. So it can't be that you're just calling Killer and you want to deal with Killer alone, or you want to call this one. It's a team effort. And I believe it should be coordinated through the Spice Mask Corporation. So I'll encourage the business community and even individuals. You for yourself may be thinking right now and saying, boy, have a look at something. Them bossmen on the terminal, they might want to do a little collection and say what we support and we artists.
Yeah.
No problem. You do your collection and you give it to the Spice Mask Corporation and let them take it from there.
They distribute it evenly among the artists.
I think we have a call online.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello, Ben.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, we good.
All right. Brother Scott.
Yes, sir.
Your partner here, man.
Yeah, man. Beaten, go right ahead, man. Well, laugh him actually. Hey?
How was the independence?
The independence was great, man.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Right. I end up going search for a sponsor for the bridge and I get it, boy.
Okay, wonderful, man.
Yeah. Get the bridge painted up.
So the bridge is painted and so now. So you're looking nice there.
Right now.
You're looking nice there.
Nicely.
All right.
You must make a pass. The old lady doing well at home. So as they are listening, I'm making a call.
Okay, man.
Yes, so...
You stay good, eh?
Yeah.
So when I pass down, I expect to see the bridge looking nice.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Blessings.
Yeah.
Tell mommy hello for me.
All
right, brother.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. That's a good partner dog in La Femme Day, man. 440-7377. We have another caller online.
Good morning and welcome.
Sheldon.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
Hey, Nene.
Hey.
How are thou?
I'm sick, boy.
Oh, dear. You're not feeling too bright?
The cold machine me, boy.
Woo, that cold bad. Yeah, that one bad. Does make you feel like chickpea.
James Jones, you know?
Hey?
Ken Jones. You know, easy at all, boy.
That way you call it the cold or you call it tea?
No.
Oh, gosh. Nanny, you know easy, huh? Me, I want to go and put in your thing.
Nanny, you like a thing.
Sit down there and go and put me in your thing.
Well, that day, all over.
I didn't know that's what they're calling it.
Eh?
I didn't know that's what they're calling it now.
Yes, and all week before they used to say 2%.
Yeah.
And now they say Ken Jones.
Lord God.
Oh my God, Lord. That is a worthless school.
If the call bad. Last night I had to get up about how much time for the night.
Oh dear. But I'm sure you know exactly what herbs they use and so on, you have it around.
What no?
You ain't had no bush there?
Eh?
You ain't had no bush by the house?
Bush?
Yeah, to boil and use for that?
Bush more than what I could use.
and you know, Nanny, that coal very easy to beat, you know. You see how you name it, Kem Jones?
Well, I go
we beat him up already. You don't hard to get rid of.
Well, I want to go and drink some big time now.
Oh, don't worry, you will handle them properly. You just take care with it, Nanny, because you know them cold and them already. You know them cold already, so you have to take care with it.
I don't have cold.
Yeah, especially at your age, you have to be careful with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you're taking advantage on me too.
Oh boy.
What now? When you finish with your program, you don't say to call you. Well, I tired call you.
You called me recently?
Eh?
Because usually I just be here, but I didn't miss a call from you.
When you close your program.
Oh, well, probably if somebody else call and you're calling, because they have two-way calling. So if somebody else call and are on the line with them, not all the time, according to who it is and what they're discussing, I don't always just cut off and take a next call.
Well, you tell him to call you after the program.
Now, well, I going to call you instead of you calling me because I have your number. So I won't call you. I didn't realize you were trying to call me.
I say you see Sheldon. Sheldon calling everybody, but you don't calling me.
2 people I had to call. I had to call you and Miss Clytie. Yeah, I ain't called Miss Clytie for a while. So I had to call you and Miss Clytie, but don't get jealous.
I don't worry.
All right, my dear.
Yes, brother.
Well, you enjoy the rest of your day until we call later. All right, my dear.
Bye-bye.
All right. So, yes, I must call Nenny.
And Nenny, please, handle Kem Jones good, eh? Deal with him. Okay? You have enough bush around.
Nenny, it easy, you know. Yes, indeed, folks. 440-7377.
And 347-329-3101.
Yeah, you all can chip in on the entire thing, but remember, it can't be that we just pick it up and we're so happy and we're so joyous and we just drop it. Some of us, we had to put our money where our mouth is. The artists will need, they wouldn't come out and necessarily say that, but they will need support. We don't want them going, it is a national effort. We have a point to prove. Yeah? From when we had WeiVybz down there and Super P down there and the brothers, Looney Sparks and Electrify down there and all this thing, we have a point to prove. And while I am pretty nearly 100% positive that knowing the cabinet of individuals that we have, that government will be offering some form of support financially, I'm positive of that. I could say that from now. I know that government will do that. Yeah? I think the business community also has to step in. Government could just give a little token something, but the business community has to step in as well.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning, my friend.
And a pleasant morning to you all, to the listening audience. Well, Nenny, don't wait and no call from Sheldon and Devon. Because they don't know the road to get to where you're living. Yeah.
When my vehicle don't have to see you know. Anyway.
Mr. Scott, I have to say that because I find it's about 4 months now. I hear Nenny trying to get in contact with you. She says she called in after the program and she still cannot get you.
I talked to Nenny and it's after what she says she's trying to get me. I talked to Nenny before. But maybe over the last week or so.
If we put you back in your senatorial position. Now,
I like my life are good.
Let me start off here by, I want to congratulate all our artists in TNT for a job well done so far. They have done us extremely proud. But Mr. Scott, listen to this. Grenadians in the diaspora, they are acting as if we have already won everything in TNT. They are extremely proud of what has been done so far. It's good that the whole world can see that Grenada is moving in the right direction and our artists and people are progressing. Now, Mr. Scott, let me get to my real issue here. Now, as I commute this morning into the city, I passed through Ghetto Alley. And I started to think, how did we allow this major street that welcome people into our city could be allowed to become the most unpleasant sight in any of our commercial areas? According to Fupi, it's a sad story. I'm talking about Melville Street. Now, Grenville sidewalk. We removed people from vending on the sidewalk in Grenville, which was a good thing. I fully support this move. But what I'm saying now is that the store owners are now putting tables and other things on the sidewalk, taking up the space of the people we removed. How come that is allowed to happen right in front of our face? The question I'm asking this morning is the law cookie or is the police in Grenville biased? Let's get things in order. No, last point here quickly. Mr. Scott, the catamaran that has been placed at the mouth of a major canal at the entrance of the Grenville bus terminal, it's still there. Mr. Scott, the sanitation workers in Grenville have to create a path underneath that vessel in order for the water to drain slowly. The question I'm asking this morning is, do we have a Department of Marine and Ports in Grenada? This kind of thing right in front of our face just cannot be allowed to happen. Gentlemen, to all my brothers and sisters in the Northwest constituency in St. Andrews, keep on doing the right things that you all have been doing so far in terms of ensuring that who needs this stuff gets it, and making sure that when the time comes, Ms. Delma Thomas can face the electorate without any difficulties. I trust you all will have a pleasant day, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, wonderful. You know,
on the first one, when it comes to Melville Street, strange enough, I was driving there recently, and I'm on first name basis with one or two other people who are vending there and so on. I looked at them and I said, you know, some sort of development has to take place for that area. One, you still have people selling there that when rain falls, it settles around their feet. That's unfair to them. It's uncomfortable to them. It's unfair to them. So I was looking at that. Two areas really. That area and Port Highway. And I'm thinking that some sort of development in both areas needs to take place. Where the funding comes from, I mean, it's okay to have the both wonderful ideas, because I know that the Honorable Peter David has intentions for those areas to improve the standard of service that's being offered in those areas, to make it more comfortable for individuals who are selling in those areas and so on. Because remember, those people were initially placed there as overspill from the market during the Market Square project. But what you have found in one or two instances is now you have an individual who has branches now. Yep. So they have a branch in the Market Square, and then they have a branch over on Melville Street. There are one or two people that have that.
Oh, yeah.
They have a branch in the Market Square, and they have a branch across there, which technically is unfair to another person that wants an opportunity to vend as well, but now has to be limited to either they don't vend at all, or they have to try and go and do something illegal somewhere else. So it's sort of unfair to them. I think necessarily that the time has come to look at the issue of that area there, because as I said, when rainfall, it's settled right under them. And then you realize that haphazardly now, some of them look okay, but haphazardly now, there isn't a plan of how it's done. Some people just building up boots, because every time you pass now, you realize one build up a little bit and build up a little bit. And the thing that might have to be done is that you gauge the number of people that are there, and that you build one structure going down with different booths so that people can come. You purchase what you have to purchase, as long as it doesn't encroach on the traffic. Because the other problem you've been having is that some vehicles are stopping in front of the booth now, and it is jamming up the traffic, particularly at rush hour. In the morning and in the evening time at rush hour, it's jamming up the traffic in front there. So you don't want to put anybody out of earning a living. We all have to survive, but that it has to be done in a proper manner. As I said, I know the Honorable Peter David has a plan for how we're going to deal with those areas. The issue now is finding the funding to be able to do it. Even the Port Highway. You have all these places at the side of the Port Highway, but somebody coming into town and then you're seeing this thing. It doesn't look the best. So that in the future, I'd want to see some sort of developmental project on Port Highway coming along there. A structured something. In fact, a few years ago, I saw Chenny Joseph put up a conceptual something of what should happen there. And in my mind, that was just the right thing for that area. That you say, okay, this is the area for this person, that person, that person. You have this amount of people. And from what he was conceptualizing there, I won't go into details in it. You could even have more people than there right now. And it could be a hangout area on an evening time. People could go and hang out there and so. And you could even go and relax and watch a football match, or when Steel Pan practicing, you could go and listen to Steel Pan and that kind of thing. it's going to be that sort of semi-village atmosphere. I think that's something that needs to be looked at as well. So I agree with the caller. It is an issue. The Grenville situation, Devon, you want to talk to that one? I don't know.
Well, the situation when it comes to the catamaran, right, that is there. I mean, I've been, up to Saturday, I've been watching. And the workers, the sanitation workers do have to basically dig a drain underneath for the water to pass. And I think the authorities need to take a look at that and get something has to be done. Right? Something has to be done because it is right in the mouth.
So it would be the Ministry of Health.
The Ministry of
Health would have
Health
to put the notice to remove within a certain amount of time. It's not removed. Ministry of Health take it somewhere and burn it.
Burn it and so on. Whatever the cost to transport it and destroy it, you bill the person, the owner of it. Because I mean,
Kenny James.
It's a huge structure.
Environment.
Huge, I mean,
Kenny James under the scenes.
Yeah, it's blocking up there, and it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. So something has to be done, right? And I really want to echo the sentiment of that caller
You notice
when
the
it
thing,
comes to that. Yeah.
As Deepo is alluding to, the caller ain't call and bash anybody. You know?
No.
He say, look, I see this and I don't like it.
Yep, straight up.
And that's hard talk. He could call and say that. He see this and he don't like it. Because we've made the observations too. Devon made the observation in St. I made the observation on Melville Street just last week. I was passing there. I look at it and say, nah, you know, something has to be done.
Something else has to be done.
Something has to be done.
To accommodate more because, you know, every year you have more vendors, more personal entrepreneurs coming out and do their things. Even though a lot of our citizens right now are getting into the value added, right, in terms of some of the products that they, and so a lot of value added, so they need place to sell and everything like that. So you'll always find more and more coming up, so we need to, you know.
440-7377. We have roughly 10 minutes remaining on today's program.
347-329-3101.
Yeah, we hope Mr. Technical Man reach back in time so you could draw on the videos and them at the end of the program. Mr. Technical Man, I hope you're close enough.
It's celebration time for us as a people, Grenadian. We just come out from celebrating our 45th anniversary of independence, and we will be going into celebrating the victory down there in TNT. You know, so I mean, so we got it going on from February to March, and then we have another celebration again coming up in March. Remembrance.
Just remember, we ain't just walking into it and take it. We have to work for it.
We're working hard for it.
We can't just pick it up and run with it. We had to work for it. Yeah, so folks, just make up here. You had to work for it. We definitely had to work for it. Right? Yeah, 440-7377, as you said, that's the number for you to get onto the inside. And remember, get on the overseas?
347-329-3101.
Yeah, remember, Baby Nazir needs your support. So if you can go on down to the General Hospital and donate, it doesn't necessarily have to be the O negative. You just need to donate some blood so that the baby could get 4 days old and needs some blood.
Wow.
So folks, once you can help, go on down, help in whichever way that you can. All right? And remember, this Saturday, the Ducks Challenge Trophy Cricket Competition begins at the Malmont playing field. So Prime Minister going to be out there. Understand? Yeah, he going to be part of the parliamentary representatives. We expect him to lead the team.
So who's part of the
the office staff?
The office staff.
I know that maybe include you.
I
hear your name down.
I find you backing out.
I hear your name down.
Hey, I'm once it's sports, I'm there.
I hear your name down.
I'm a GBSS man, so I don't back down.
Yeah, if it's other sports, if it's certain other sports, you know, you know what I'm talking about.
The office staff go mash them up, man.
That'll be an interesting one.
Mr. Freeman, Mr. Campbell opening bat.
Well, Carriacou team is coming down, so they're gonna have the competition between Carriacou and St. John to start off, and then from the reigning champions, St. Andrew Southeast versus the home team, St. David, as the second competition to take place.
That's
I expect those two to be taking place under the lights. At Malmont playing field. I expect them to be taking place under the lights. So it's going to be a wonderful one up there. And it's a wonderful time for Grenada's culture and sports and so on. And as we said, if you look at gun battle, you look at St. John, we had a young man that come out from there and make history. The first person ever to, not just the first Grenadian, The first Grenadian might mean it to other people from St. Lucia and thing do it. But the first Grenadian ever too. The first person ever too. Because he's the first gold medal that we ever had at the Olympics, not just in Grenada, but the OECS. The first Olympic gold medal. In fact, people from the other countries still asking for Karani to pass and visit schools and so in the country. Yeah, up to now. So the first
shining example.
Yeah, the first Olympic gold medal for the OECS region. First non-American ever to run a time under 44 seconds. With was 43.97. Yeah, that was the fastest time he ran at that time. I think right now he's down to 43.6 somebody. Right? But 43.97, the first non-American. Before that, only Americans had run that any time under 44 seconds. Karani.
The 400, yeah.
From St. John, right there, was the first human being out of the how much billion on the planet that was not an American to run that time from right in St. John. So now we are Mr. Killer.
Yep.
In the how much billion people we have on the planet, nobody who is not a Trinidadian, who is is only Trinidadians, have been able to win the Power Soca. So no non-Trinidadian, out of the 1.2 or 3 million they have, nobody outside of that has ever been able to win the Power Soca.
Yep.
So since we have a habit of people from gun battle and thing going and do things that have never been done.
Yeah, we're surprised. We're surprised. I see Deepo is making a comment.
Will not be surprised.
Yeah, what Sparrow, Bomber, Valentino, singing Sandra, Marshall, Stalin, Blue Boy, Iowa, and others have in common? Grenadian?
Grenadians, yeah. So
straight up?
all of we are Grenadian heritage.
Definitely.
Yeah. Every Trinidadian have family in Grenada. You know?
Yes.
Every Grenadian have family in Trinidad.
And
even the East Indians.
You see what he put on top? And Sheldon.
Yeah. Sheldon Douglas, he talking about
Sheldon Scott.
Sheldon Douglas, he talking about. I want taking part in Soca Munak. I want taking part in Soca Munak since it has Soca Munak.
Yeah, boy, I want.
From ever since it has Soca Munak.
Yeah, he started off there.
I was singing since Kitchener around it. I was say at time you go to sing. I was had the style, he used to wear 3/4 pants with a cap on back to front and a jersey and a sneakers. He used to go and sing like that. So he went in Kitchener tent and he go to sing. As he go on stage, Kitchener say, "Iowa, you ready to go on stage?" He said, "Yeah, man, yeah." Go again. Kitchener say, "Iowa,
you ready?
You ready to go on stage?" Iowa say, "Yeah, man, I'm ready." Go the third time. Kitchener say, "Iowa, I think you're ready to go on stage. You ain't dressed yet." You have to dress. You're going on Kitchener stage. You have to dress properly. You have to dress with a proper long pants and your jacket and thing. You have to dress properly. So Kitchener tell, "Iowa, I think you ready to go on my stage?" You know, Kitchener used to talk. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man, but our artists are doing well.
Yeah, it's a wonderful time for Grenada.
And folks, remember we have Cricket Lovely Cricket coming up on the 25th and 27th right here in Grenada.
Yep.
Yeah, and we will also be naming the stand for Devon Smith. He has been doing a lot over the years for West Indies cricket, Grenada cricket, regional cricket, and he's more than deserving. More than deserving. So we're going to have the Devon Smith stand officially named. I expect that might be done during the
during the 1 day.
Yeah, during the 1 days, I expect that might be done. Chris Gale is returning to the West Indies side. So
team, yeah.
And Chris only returned because he had the team coming Grenada, you know. Because Chris Gale he had the team passing in Grenada. That's why he looking to come back and that team bother him. But he ain't coming in Grenada, so that's why Chris Gale want to come back on the team.
But you see, just as in the Soca, the Soca and Kaiso, we taking it over. The cricket, trust me, we on a roll. Right now we have the manager, right? We have about 3 or 4 persons there knocking, who was there and knocking presently, you know, at the West Indies team. Just so, Grenada, we will take it over. Yeah.
So I'm just checking there. Let me see. West Indies live versus England.
What's the score?
I'm trying to get that right now.
No, West Indies was in a little trouble yesterday.
Let me see what they had.
After performing.
They've made this thing so difficult to just get the simple score.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. I'm seeing 100 and 101 for 2.
For 2?
Yeah. I'm sure that this is on the BBC side, so it's kind of slow. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's past that right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's past that right now. That's England 101 for 2.
Wow, so that means, okay, so that means they belong West Indies.
Yeah, West Indies 154 all out.
Yeah.
To England 277 all out, and now England on 106 for 2. Sorry, 106 for 2 after 35.3 overs.
Okay, so
England lead West Indies by 229 runs with 8 wickets remaining.
Wow, so it looked like in England trying to make a fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, boy, let me just say it.
You can say it, and I ain't gonna say it.
Let me just say it.
Folks, remember to pass down by Cami. Yeah, yes. Remember to pass down by Cami. She had tomato, she had guava, she had fig, she have blogger and different things. So make a little pass by Cami. Buy her out, she all kind of sale and things. This is called the post-independent sale period.
Pass and support.
So you can pass on, hey, we know that you want your little outfit and thing done still, so you could chops and check Dali, you could pass and check Helen Marie. Yeah, we have the post-independence, so you could pass and check them out and that kind of thing, right? Nice, beautiful. Nice.
And some wonderful outfits were out there for the independence, man. Wow.
Yeah. So watch now. We gotta head out now because it's time up on us. I was trying to make up time to see if Mr. Technical Man go make it back by and find us seeing him.
You don't look so boy, technical man. Duty calls.
Yeah.
On the outside, yeah.
But we have to do it. So folks, we are heading out of here. That's all the time we have for today. Yeah, that's all the time we have for today for Hard Talk. And in whatever you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you.
Not about you.
Love each and every one of you unconditionally.
Peace out.
We can't wait for carnival. Drinking rum and getting on. Roaming all over the tongue. That is how we are with fun. Ooh, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Well, foreigners from all over coming down to Grenada. Yes, they like in the job.